Greetings and salutations. Okay, so last time I played, I know I had to do this quiz, like this test. They questioned me as whether or not I was reparable or not. Can you believe the horse poked me? Me reading the stars for scientific, factual, medical information and predictions of futures, known and unknown? Really? Is there anything really to question here, guys? Anyway, so now we're gonna play some more. I have a feeling I'm gonna get tested again because we had to use strings and powers that be to get through this last time. So yeah, we're gonna give it the old college try. Let's keep going, shall we? I don't remember what the last thing that happened was. Oh, I know that our love died. That was really sad. And then the one husband died because he drank too much of the medicine that we told him not to do. And yeah, there were 2 deaths. So much death. Anyway, last person we saw apparently was Robert Devereux. Quentin did wish to know what he could do to regain the Queen's favor. Oh, that's right. Sought for leader of a military campaign to put down the Irish rebellion. And he was pleased. Yes, because Robert Devereux is the one who took the Queen's ships and fleets. And then we were almost attacked, but the storm stopped it all, so that was nice. But it was basically for naught, because he wouldn't listen. The one guy wouldn't listen to Sir Raleigh, I guess is who that was. Wouldn't listen to the directions that he was given. That he gave Robert Devereux, and the ships weren't the wrong direction. It was just his whole mess, which luckily I was not responsible for. Robert gave us a letter, guys. Aww. He will return. The Irish are idiot drunkards, thus easy to vanquish. We English would not make jest about the Irish if this were not so. That makes sense. All jokes are true.
Though our hero Simon Foreman's not a Catholic, he disapproves of Mary for her views. They make him sick, but Brady does not tell her lest she punch him in the punch him in the
Yeah, she's not pleasant.
Good day, Mistress Payne. How may I help you this day?
Blessed day, Dr. Foreman. I am just come from taking my niece to visit Rochester Cathedral. Thomas Blogg is the cathedral's dean, I believe. Know you of Dean Blogg?
I know something of him.
Verily, that man is a model to us all.
I'm sure.
Under his stewardship, the cathedral's decadent furnishings have been stripped away. He has even replaced the silver candlesticks with pewter. Such pious modesty in the sight of God.
Has he indeed? How very interesting. And, godly, yes. But what is it that brings you this day?
Before I begin upon my business, Dr. Foreman, I must insist you acknowledge your failings. You were most wrong to frighten me with these notions of England being invaded by the Spanish.
Ah, yes, that. Though, to be fair, I do not think anybody could have predicted the storm that sunk the Spanish ships. It was most unexpected.
And we must give thanks to God for the divine vengeance he wrought upon the heretics. I did hear that by morning our beaches were verily littered with the corpses of Spanish sailors. Praise be to the Lord, his glory to behold.
Yes, praise be. But all the same, you seem anxious this day, Mistress Payne. What is troubling you?
Indeed, I am troubled, Dr. Foreman. I fear for the Queen's health. Everyone is saying that as she is exceeding old, she is soon to die.
Ah, yes, I quite understand your feelings, madam. How we love our good Queen Bessie. Long may she reign. But will she? That is the question, is it not? For she cannot live forever, and when at last she does expire, we shall be stricken with such lamentation and grief.
Mayhap you, but not I. Elizabeth Tudor is naught but a sceptred whore, but still a whore who presides over the Church of England and keeps Rome at bay. And without an heir, who knows what manner of foreigner may succeed her when she dies? For all we know, he may flood the land with foul popery.
Foul popery? I take it you do not care for dried floral arrangements. But, madam, surely fresh flowers are more customary at royal funerals.
Did you not heed me, Mr. Foreman? I wish to know whether the English throne is safe from a Catholic successor.
Ah, yes, of course. Then let us consult the stars. Is our Queen's long reign in danger of ending soon? And if so, do we risk a Catholic succeeding her to the throne?
That's a good question. I don't remember what actually happened in history. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Because we are in, let's just do, who did we just receive a letter from? Him. We're in 1596, so which, let's find out. Let's see. She said the name, but this doesn't seem right. Oh, it must be that the queen dies soon then, because this is not the queen that is. She just told me who it was. That's not the right one. Let's do 92. So I think that's the year we started. (1590 to 1599, 1592). I don't think this is right either. Of course, at this point, if it is, she's not that old. Of course, she only lived to be 60 or 70, it looks like. It's Elizabeth, but the last name she said, oh Lord. Okay, so it looks like it's just Elizabeth the First, and it gets passed to James the Sixth of Scotland. It was a union of the crowns. It went smoothly. I wonder, was he Catholic? Stop asking me for money. Okay, so I found some interesting things. I forget, which I love history. I love it. That's why I was even looking. I forgot that Mary, Queen of Scots, Bloody Mary, I'm pretty sure is who that turns out to be. Let's double check. Yes, I'm pretty sure. Because stop it. Okay, so there's not. They're just different Queen Marys. Which is the one from? Anyway, Mary Queen of Scots was Elizabeth's cousin, Queen Elizabeth I's cousin. And so John the Sixth was also John the First, or James. Am I saying John? Is it James? Why am I saying John? It's James. I'm an idiot. Anyway, he was known as the fifth or the sixth into Scots, but as the first to like England and all that. I guess because he was the first John. I don't know, James. I don't know. Anyway, he's what ended up taking over. He is Protestant, so that was a thing. He was not Catholic. His mother, Mary, was a Catholic, but she was killed when she finally she gave in to the fact and agreed to the facts, or confirmed, that's the word I'm looking for, that she was involved with some people who planned to usurp Queen Elizabeth and have Mary installed onto the throne. And because she's been held in captive, I don't remember why she was held captive, but Elizabeth held Mary captive. And so James had her, I guess she was put to death. I don't know if James did it or Elizabeth did it. But this is in this last case that we had, I don't know what we're in now. It was 1598. And Mary died in 1603, I think. I don't remember. I know that that's when King James took over. It was in 1603. So she still has 5 more years. But anyway, let's get back to what we were doing. I took way too much time on that. But I was curious, guys. All right, we've got 3 letters so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 of these 7 people have to give me a letter, or else I'm not going to make it to being a doctor. And this lady, I guess is who's with me now, she's cross with me, but she's going to just pound sand. I don't care for her. I doubt I'm getting a letter from her, which means I need to focus on Sybil, Emma, Lancelot, maybe? He might give me one. The ones that I'm doing, which I think he's only come once. This is only her 2nd time, or 3rd time. Alice Blythe's not been back for a while either. I think she was the... No, that's not who she was. Oh well, I don't remember. We've not seen her in a while. She's dead. He's dead. Is a Catholic soon to succeed? No. We know that's not. The Queen is love? What does that mean? Okay. Unexpected pregnancy will bring a life to the tutor. That's not going to happen. She never has kids. Queen's legacy is safe. Even when she dies, her successor will remain the head of the Church of England and loyal to the Anglican faith. I don't know about that. Bonds between nations will creatively be creatively disrupted with violence, and autocracy will be imposed as a result. Cooperation offered by a foreign country is not what it seems. This doubtless represents England's ally, King James of Scotland. Well, that's who's taking over. That's who's going to be king, is King James. But I know there was some issues. I can't spell over as King of England. I know it says that even some Protestants had issue. Yeah, there was definitely issues when became James I of England. While he was the closest relative to the late Queen, his ascension was met with some resistance and concerns from the English public and Parliament. Many English people were apprehensive about being ruled by a Scottish king, fearing potential biases and a drain on resources. James was a Protestant, but his approach to religious matters differed from some of the more zealous factions of England, particularly the Puritans. This led to a friction and discontent. Parliamentary relations. James had a difficult understanding of the balance of power between the monarchy and the Parliament than the English had become accustomed to. His beliefs in the divine rights of the king clashed with the growing power of Parliament. There were financial difficulties. He was known for his lavish spending and his attempts to raise money without Parliament's consent, furthering the strain on the relationship. The gunpowder plot, a failed assassination attempt by the Catholic conspirators in 1605, heightened existing fears and suspicions about the Catholics and fueled the anti-Catholic sentiment. Attempted union, James's desires to unify England and Scotland under one crown was also faced resistance, with both parliaments wary of the implications of their respective laws and traditions. Despite these issues, James' reign was marked by cultural achievements, including commissioning of the King James Version of the Bible and the flourishing of Jacobean literature. However, the seeds of the future conflict between the monarchy and parliament were sown during this time, setting the stage for the English Civil War. Ta-da! There is your fun fact for the day. You didn't know you were coming here to learn. I'm going to choose this one. No. Yeah, that's not happening. And that's not happening. Because this says, even if she dies, her successor will remain the head of the English Church and loyal to the Anglican faith. I don't know that James really did that. He was Protestant, and the Catholics tried to kill him, so I'm going to say no. I know it's not the one that she likes the answer to, but it's the one that's the most accurate historically, and I just don't know how this game's going to play out. I'm going to pretend that history is accurate, but I don't think that an astrologist from the backwoods of London cured the bubonic plague with strong water. I don't remember what cured the plague, and I'm not researching that right now. I could, and I really, really want to, but I won't. I shan't. I shan't put you through that. I shan't. I'm going to. Please hold. So history doesn't tell us what cured it. It tells us that they tried, that during the time of the bubonic plague or the Black Death, there was no effective cure. Treatments were based on prevailing medical knowledge, primarily Galen's theories of humors, which I see a lot in this game, were largely ineffective and sometimes dangerous. Bloodletting, boil lancing, herbal remedies and potions, fumigation and aromatic herbs, superstitions, various concoctions made of spices, sometimes bizarre ingredients. Oh, there you go, opium. There you go. But should it arise today, it can be treated with antibiotics like doxycycline. So, and a couple others that I can't pronounce. There's like 3 that they've listed. But yeah, so he didn't cure it. I didn't think so. We'll let the game have its win. But no, we're going to select this answer. It's going to make her mad, but it is the accurate response.
I am afeard the stars say nothing of how much longer Elizabeth Tudor's reign will last. But when our queen finally does expire, 'twill be most ill for us. For her successor will take England to war and tax us mightily to pay for it. We have naught to look forward to but a future of violence and austerity. I am sorry to be the bearer of such lamentable tidings, madam.
Lamentable? I suppose it might be. It would depend on whether English blood is to be spilled in the righteous service of God or in service of the Antichrist in Rome.
Antichrist.
To it is our new sovereign to keep to the English church, or will he be a Roman Catholic, Dr. Foreman?
My chart is not clear on this question, though it does indicate that Elizabeth's most likely successor, King James of Scotland, has a deceitful nature. Mayhap he hides secret Romish sympathies?
Mayhap? Mayhap is no answer at all. Verily, Dr. Foreman, your stars have been of very little use to me this day. Very little use indeed.
Well, I gave you an answer historically accurate. I don't know what you want from me. The court did wish to know whether England is soon to be ruled by a Catholic king or a queen. I did foretell of war and higher taxes upon Queen Elizabeth's death, but said nothing of whether or not a Catholic would succeed to the throne. Methinks the queen took my advice a little ill. Oh, she'll get over it. She'll return, though. The weather is lovely this day. Mayhaps I'll take my niece to see the hangings at Tyburn.
Rejoice, rejoice in the Lamb. The Lamb, served by his bishop, to his guests for dinner at his palace in London. Rejoice, rejoice in the Lamb, and beef and fruit and
Swan pie. No, thank you. I'll pass.
Good day, and well met, Lord Archbishop. What a pleasure it is to welcome your grace once more to my humble consulting chambers. Do you ail of something, sir?
Nay, I am in good health. I am come for information. That is, I am come for an astrological reading concerning one of my deans, Thomas Blagg, the Dean of Rochester Cathedral. I hear you are acquainted with him, are you not?
Yes, so please your grace. I am honoured to say that Dean Blagg is one of my querents.
I see. What a remarkable coincidence. Then you may know that Dean Blagg has been petitioning me to promote him to the rank of bishop, specifically to grant him the vacant seat of the bishopric of Salisbury. I wonder if you, that is, if the stars and planets and so forth, might tell me if there be any reason why Thomas Blagg might not be a fitting candidate for such a position of responsibility.
I see. Then let us see what the stars can tell us. Should Thomas Blagg, Dean of Rochester, be made the Bishop of Salisbury?
Oh, Lord. He's not an honorable man. Okay. Frugal manager of church funds. Okay. Would be wise to cooperate with his employee, Dean Blagg. Financial deceit is committed against the church. Dean Blagg is creatively and successfully stolen. I believe that. That's what I was thinking, because that's one thing I didn't comment on. I got distracted by the king thing. He was replacing the good silver and the real things with fake things. Pewter for silver and ivory candles for wax or whatever. And so my thought was, he's stealing from the church. And I think that B is going to be our most logical answer. It's an emotional journey. Dean Blagg's question is what his principles. Blagg's heresy would be a shocking blow for the archbishops. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one because I think this is what's going on. I think this is what's happening. Yeah. I feel bad, but I'm taking it. I'm just doing it.
You must not grant Thomas Blagg the bishopric of Salisbury, your grace, for it seems Dean Blagg has been embezzling from the church. He has been removing cathedral furnishings, fine paintings, tapestries, candlesticks and the like, and selling them for his own enrichment, or mayhap to pay off his personal debts.
Verily? Well, I do hear it remarked that the Rochester Cathedral has been looking a little Puritan of late. Mayhap I shall have my chaplain cast an eye over the cathedral accounts.
Before you leave, your grace, perchance I may broach a small matter of my own. Methinks you have the power to grant medical licenses, do you not? Although I am an experienced physician, you may have heard of my work during the plague of 1592, for instance, I am not technically licensed to practice medicine. It has been causing some administrative troubles of late. I wonder if your grace might condescend to help me by...
You would have me grant you a medical license, would you? I suppose that might be arranged. Leave it with me, and I will have my chaplain look into it.
I thank you heartily, your grace. Your grace is most generous.
Well, that's useful. The court did wish to know whether there be any reason why he should not make Thomas Blagg the Bishop of Salisbury. I did advise the court against Thomas Blagg the bishopric. Methinks the court was a little pleased with me for the reading I gave this day. In truth, it is well to know that Lag is only a thief, not developing Puritan sympathies as I had feared. Oh my gosh. No, my word. Okay. This one wasn't very fruitful. I mean, unless you enjoyed the history lesson, and you might have enjoyed the history lesson. How do I know? You don't tell me these things. What do you like? Do you like history? That's why I enjoy this. I enjoy the fact that it's all acted out for me. I don't have to read every thought bubble, because if you watch my other ones, I forget, especially in Kingdom Hearts and Stardew Valley. Because I've played them before. Well, Stardew not as much. I just don't care about the commentary, because it's not riveting gameplay. I do it to enjoy time with my sister, and I enjoy farming. It's relaxing there. But as far as, oh, not the fishing is horrible. The fishing is terrible, and I'm not good at it. I'm rubbish. But I've been practicing. I've been trying for the betterment of my channel. I think that's how that works. But no, you don't. I just forget to read them. So tell me, do you enjoy the history? Do you like learning things when I share with you the histories? You learn my ignorances that I can't read Shakespearean English very well. And yeah, a couple of ditties here and there. Some good old shanties. Yeah, it's right good fun. Right good fun. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here for the time being. We will resume next week. It will be glorious. Until next time, toodles.